Hey, yo. What's the goddamn deal, man? What's that goddamn deal? What's good? What's happening? How you living? Living better than yesterday, I hope. You know what I'm saying? Let me pull the mic to my motherfucking mouth. Uh, When this motherfucker? Uh, I'm slow this morning. I'm behind in some more shit, so please bear with me. And if you can't do that, kiss my ass. You know? Same old, same old. Ain't shit changed. Grand Rising, you know what I'm saying? Arcana crew. Uh, what it do? Today is November 12th, and this is the day the Lord shifts and the controllers hum with cosmic possibilities. I'm your host, Squish Arcana, bring you today's morning hit. And for you didn't know you needed, serve with a side of mind blown and a little cannabis on the side. We're going to get into this shit and get it over with. First, what the fuck news? We got a big rip in the space-time fabric of game development. Hoyo Universe. Or Hoyoverse. Who the fuck are you, bro? Don't be calling me doing a live. That's rude. Okay, Hoyoverse. Okay, you might know them as a studio behind Genshin Impact, which was a great fucking game at one time. Are apparently ditching their signature anime look and full send into realistic fantasy MMO, codenamed Genesis. Okay, so yeah, I'm not down with this realistic shit that's going on with everything. Like, some shit is supposed to be the way it is, some shit ain't. You feel me? But nonetheless, I feel like everyone is starting to do this. Yeah, they're finna do an open world PvP heavy AI ecosystem on an Unreal Engine 5 and virtually no official release date yet. And this is per Games Radar. So, this shit means anime style loot gotcha era might be evolving into something more hard fantasy like than cute waifus. So, honestly, I was never looking forward to this point. I'm kind of down with the cartoon animation look. What's that motherfucking word, brother man? Uh, Shout out to the Assembly of Excellence podcast once again for always stopping through. What's that word, bro? Um, I was supposed to be in the lab last night, but I fell asleep. I ain't gonna hold you. I was slipping on my pimping, but nonetheless, I'm here today, talking this anime shit, and more so what I don't like about it. I really don't see why everyone wants to go to this realistic fantasy style texture, especially in games. I really don't want to see Genshin Impact and see the sweat. Like, you feel me? Like on some 2K shit. Like, I ain't trying to really see that. Like, that ain't really what's going to make me want to play the game. What's up? What the fuck? Ultra Instinct Club. All right, I got you, my bro. My bad. My bad, my guy. What's that word? Hope you doing well. Remember who woke you up this morning? You feel me? All right, we good. But yeah, I'm not feeling this. Now I do have a question to ask for my, if you know your studios and whatnot. Okay, now could Hoyoverse be chasing the MMO money pit? Black Desert style, which is a great game, but that was a money pool. But is this a Trojan horse for the next meta? Just let me know. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna hit you with this one, but more than likely, yeah, them bullshit DLCs and everything will start popping out soon. I know, right? That is a hard ass name, Ultra Instinct. Then you think about Dragon DBZ and shit. Yeah, that shit. Oh man, hey, say man, we hey, no, what are we doing here? Um, Shout out to my peoples They got me some of these little whoops. Hold on, whoops. Right here. Little they call them heaters. That's crazy. By Burn. But they're infused little liquid diamond joints. So, and y'all just gonna let me forget, huh? We on the morning hit, and when we're gonna hit shit. Okay, that's what we doing, y'all. Y'all just gonna let me forget. All right, that's cool. Strawberry coffee is the strain of the day. It's a sativa. At least this one is. Yeah, and let's keep on going down this motherfucking rabbit hole. Because I really feel, I don't know, I feel like all games are now chasing the money. It ain't about the quality of game anymore. It's about how many bullshit DLCs and the shit you can hit people for, or make it this or open world and just everybody gotta buy shit. So I don't know, man. But nonetheless, we shall see. Hoyoverse will probably be the first one to do this crossover, so we'll see how it works out for them. Oh, also, sale alert. If you hardware software side, the PlayStation Store's early November sale went live. Major discounts on anime inspired brawlers like Demon Slayer, Hinokami Chronicles, and Dragon Ball Fighter Z Legendary Edition. Also 75% off per Anime Mojo. Just letting y'all know. So if you got a PS5, PS4, whatever, you just on the PlayStation Network, period. PSN. So yeah, go check them out. 75% off. Can't beat that shit. And I usually have my homeboy tell me, but I ain't been playing, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Oh, not the mouse, cuz. Oh, that's dirty. That's dirty. That hurts my feelings. Don't be like me, y'all. Don't be dropping y'all shit. Me live and shit. Looking like a dumbass. But nonetheless, I hate that monitoring shit. I hate hearing myself. Where was I at? Well, I don't know. I can't really say that because it's like if you're waiting for a fighting game to drop or anime crossover to drop, now's the time. Um, Imagine in the multiverse your avatar paid full price last summer, and now you're in a discounted timeline. But on the corporate front, Sony Corporation raised its profits forecast by 8%, citing anime strength amongst other wins. So anime really bringing in that bread for everybody, whether you gaming, whether you just watching, whether it's the manga, whether it's the merch. Really, everybody kind of winning on this too. Like anime is taking over shit, bro. Like I don't know if people gonna realize that or admit it, but anime is really taking over the world at this point. They doing better than the motherfucking movies at the box office over here. So it's like, watch, you gonna see a lot of anime conversion. I don't know. It's gonna be the anime boom. I think they're gonna try to find a way to make every penny dollar they can off of this. Why they can't? Not bad, but that's just my opinion. Because I feel like now they have seen that it works, everybody finna jump into it. I still wish we had more African American black animes personally, but that's just me. Um, I wonder, like, I'm pretty sure, like, if this was an alternate universe, like, if consoles were dragging eggs, right, and Sony eggs are hatching, that means more budget for anime, more games, more crossover media, which is good for us, but what does that mean in the long run for the quality of the shows that we watch? Because, like I said, if you don't know about what's going on with My Hero, what you supposed to do after that? You ain't got no game, not a good one at least. So, what you gonna do? But I'm gonna go into like a little wild lore drop on y'all for a second. You know what I'm saying? Since this is usually my territory, let's decode what these moves mean in the lore of the meta Arcana. All right. The shift from anime art to realistic fantasy at Hoyoverse, that's the equivalent of a mage trading in a familiar spirit for a primal beast. The aesthetic worn in the code is evolving. So what if anime style was not just a design choice, but a sigil protecting players from deeper immersion? Codename Genesis might break that sigil open in the world and maybe the player to new realities. Okay. Now, why is there a massive discount on classic anime games? That's the end of the chapter sale, motherfuckers. In the multiversal library, when one timeline artifacts go on clearance, it's a sign that the timeline is shifting. Picking up the discounted relics now, but remember, the lore will change after the sale ends. So basically, you sum it up one timeline for now, and just know once that next set start of that game series, or yeah, or that series, it's probably not gonna be the same. Like you got so many Dragon Ball Z's, like to where like you have to watch them in a certain order for it all to make sense, type shit. Like if you watch it the way they put it out, that's not it at all. That's not it at all, sir. But yeah, if you know the sequence in which to watch that shit, then yeah, it'll all make sense and tie in together. Because you'll see them as fucking bigs, littles, and then some more shit. Piccolo there, he ain't there. All right, now Sony's statement about anime strength signals a meta energy surge in the narrative of entertainment. The arcana of content is aligning, which means expect more crossovers, more hybrid media, and more you being part of the story, not just a watcher. So, what does that mean you should do today, my Squish Arcana fam, the Arcana crew? Uh, this is if you're a gamer, check the sale out, pick a fighting game or anime inspired game, and ask yourself, how does this art style affect your immersion into the game? If you're more like me, you're lore curious, imagine what realistic fantasy MMOs means for your character. Is your current avatar ready for that leap, or you trying to level up a little bit more? Write a quick scene of your avatar stepping into a new world where anime lines blur into hyperrealism. Like Sword Art Online. You know what I'm saying? Great anime, but it was that immersion into the real or the a different reality, I guess you could say, or hyperrealism. And for those on the notebook, reflect on this week's theme, transitions, the visuals, the styles, the economy. Things always shift. How are you shifting? And what costume are you upgrading? For all my cosplayers out there. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's my little take on MMO hyperrealism shit. That's a wrap for today's Born Hit. I'm Squish Arcana. I got liquid diamond infused joints. And I'm reminding you that the games are more than fun. They're flags in your personal myth map. Stay sharp, stay curious, and I'll catch you next time when we dissect even deeper some more game lore, some anime news, some what the fuck news, whatever I so choose. I think that almost rhymed. But yeah, until then, press start, choose your own path, and don't forget the Arcana watches. Peace and hair grease, motherfuckers.
Homicide.